a harmless Facebook invite. That's all it was supposed to be. But the moment the door slammed shut and the lock clicked, a wave of dread hit them. They were trapped, and they knew they had walked right into something dangerous. Ethan, 27, was your average marketing guy, except he had a bit of an obsession with trying out every weird event he could find online. Weekends were his time to chill. Scroll Facebook, look for something quirky to do, maybe meet friends if they were up for it. He loved making his friends laugh with the strange stuff he'd drag them into. It was simple, but it gave him stories to tell. This one Friday, he came across an invite. Old school carnival, all hosted by clowns. Thousands of people said they were going. Ethan was like, why not? Clicked, going. He texted his friend Anna. She was down too. You are. On the way, they got lost twice. First, they ended up at a dead end in a residential neighborhood where a group of kids on bikes stared them down like they were lost tourists. Ethan laughed it off, but Anna was starting to get nervous. The second time, they drove past the same gas station 3 times. Anna swore she saw someone in a clown costume just standing outside staring at them, but Ethan brushed it off. Just a prank, he said, though his grip on the steering wheel tightened. Our Anna shot him a text when she got there. This place is weird, man. No one else is here. It's dead quiet, just old warehouses and broken streetlights. Feels like we shouldn't be here. But Ethan was already there, and the carnival lights were flickering on and off, kinda like they were struggling to stay on. He parked, got out, shrugged it off. Maybe it was part of the vibe. As they walked deeper inside, Ethan noticed an old clown poster pinned to the wall. The paper was yellowed, edges torn, with a clown's face that seemed to follow them with its eyes. Anna paused, pointing at it. Look at that, she said, her voice shaky. Why does it look like it's staring right at us? Ethan laughed, trying to shake off the unease. Just part of the show, he muttered, but even he couldn't deny the chill running down his spine. Before the clowns showed up, they passed a table covered in dusty old carnival prizes. Stuffed animals with their eyes missing, a plastic ring tossed set, and a jar full of something Ethan couldn't quite identify. Anna reached out to touch one of the prizes, a worn-out teddy bear, when a sudden loud noise made them both jump. It was a buzzer coming from somewhere in the dark, followed by the lights flickering. What the hell was that? Anna whispered, her voice cracking. Ethan didn't have an answer. He grabbed Anna's arm, his eyes wide and voice trembling. We need to go. But the clowns didn't let them. They pushed them along, herding them into a room. Ethan tried to fight, but they were strong. Too strong. Anna was yelling, but the music drowned her out. The door slammed shut, and they were trapped. Ethan's heart pounded in his chest, his breaths coming in short gasps. He looked over at Anna. Her eyes were wide, her face pale, frozen in shock. He could feel the panic setting in, the realization that they were in real trouble. Ethan looked around, breathing hard. It was some kind of back room, bare walls, one flickering light above. He felt like the biggest idiot. Who the hell just shows up to a random Facebook event at a warehouse? His phone was useless, no signal. The clowns circled them, not saying a word, their heads tilting slightly as if sizing them up, their footsteps slow and deliberate, creating an eerie rhythm on the concrete floor. Ethan thought this was it. He was going to die in some stupid warehouse because he wanted to do something different for once. Then one of them stepped forward, started pulling off the mask. Ethan's mind raced. What was happening? The face that came out from under that mask? He knew it. It was their boss. Surprise, the boss said, grinning. The clowns started laughing, one by one, the sound echoing off the walls. Ethan blinked, struggling to make sense of it. It felt like a twisted dream, too absurd to be real. The clowns, the masks, his boss standing there. It was almost too ridiculous to be real, and yet the fear pounding in his chest told him it definitely was. Ethan felt his knees go weak. This was a joke, a messed up, elaborate joke. His boss went on about team spirit and teaching a lesson. Something about them slacking off at work. He didn't even hear half of it. He just felt stupid, angry, embarrassed, but mostly stupid. Anna looked at him, her face pale. They'd both been had, big time. The boss made them stand there, lecturing them briefly about responsibility, teamwork, and the dangers of blindly trusting social media. He pointed to the clowns, saying they were colleagues from different departments, and even dragged in a few personal jabs about Ethan's recent work performance. Anna looked down, biting her lip, her face flushed with embarrassment. When the boss finally finished, he made them apologize. To him, to the clowns, and even to each other, before they finally let them out. Ethan couldn't even look at anyone. He just wanted to get out of there, get home, and forget how badly he'd messed up. But that feeling stuck with him. The kind of feeling that tells you, yeah, you're not as smart as you think you are. And maybe next time, don't trust a clown.